Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make these adorable little paper flower bouquets that have a nice little bow at the bottom. Mother's Day is right around the corner and I know nobody can get out to the florist, so here is a great alternative to give your mom. To start my paper bouquet, I am going to start with 2 pieces of green construction paper. So I'm going to take my first piece, I'm going to fold it in half. And then I'm going to take my ruler, and on the side that is open, I'm going to put my ruler, and I'm just going to draw a line. It doesn't matter exactly. Can you guys see that line? So I just drew a little line at the bottom. And now I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to be cutting strips on the closed edge. And I'm going to cut until I hit that line. So nothing should be falling off. This is going to make part of the leaves for our bouquet. It's actually going to be the bulk of our leaves. So I'm just cutting these strips. Nothing is falling off. It's all staying in place. They're all about the same size, and I'm just cutting until I hit that line. Almost done. So you can see when it's opened, it has all those slits inside, but nothing fell off. So I'm just going to go set this piece to the side. Now I'm going to take my next piece of construction paper, and I'm going to cut this not in half, but I'm just going to cut a little section off the top to make this piece of construction paper a little bit shorter. And now what I am going to do is I am going to draw some more leaf-like shapes. So I'm going to start at the edge here, and I'm going to go, and I like these to kind of be pointy to look more like grass, because these pieces are all going to look the same, and we want to add a little height and variation. So we're going to do this just to make some more interesting pieces for our bouquet. And notice I'm not going all the way to the bottom. And now I'm just going to take scissors and cut that out. So now I have that all cut out, and it is time to assemble the green part of our bouquet. I'm going to start with that first piece that I cut, and I'm going to glue the bottom together. So you could use a regular, you know what? I think I'm going to use a glue stick for this. So I'm going to take my glue. I'm going to run the glue on the bottom edge of the paper. And then I'm just going to press it down so that the bottom part is sealed together. Then I'm going to put glue right on the top here. And now I'm going to put the longer leaves that I cut right on top. And these should be longer than the row behind it. So push that down. And now we are going to roll this up to make our bouquet. So once again, I'm going to put glue. I know you can't see it because it's a glue stick, but I'm putting glue all around the bottom edge here. And now I'm going to take it and I'm going to turn it and I'm going to roll it. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to just hold this in place for 10 or 20 seconds. You can see that there is like an open circle at the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now that part is connected. So now I'm going to slowly roll the rest, and do your best to keep it straight because you want to keep the bottom as flat as possible. You can even pick it up if that's easier. You can see me kind of doing it here. The paper's pretty thick, so if it doesn't stick perfectly together, that's okay. But get that edge tacked down. I'm going to count to 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to make sure that's really attached. Oh, I do not think that was enough time. Actually, I think I'm going to put some regular glue right there because it's a little bit stronger than a glue stick. So I'm going to put a little glue right here on this edge. Wrap that around again. Let's try to make this stick again. And now it should stand up. This is what your bouquet looks like, and it should stand up. So the next part is going to be to add some flowers. So I have decided to make my flowers pink. So I have taken several squares of pink paper. You can make your flowers any color. And what I'm going to do is on the top piece, I already drew it in pencil, but I don't think you can see it very well. So I'm just going to draw one flower on the top piece of paper. Now, holding a bunch of my pieces of papers together, I'm going to cut out that flower so that instead of cutting out just one flower, I think that might be too many, but instead of cutting out just one flower, I'm going to be cutting out 4 or 5 at the same time. So that really makes things go faster, and you're going to get 4 of the same flower. So I'm going to cut out these flowers. So now I have, let's see how many I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers. I am going to go ahead and make a little circle in the center of my flowers. And then it is time to just simply glue those flowers on to your bouquet. So I'm just going to take a little drop of glue. You do not need very much. And let's do this. I'm going to flip all my flowers upside down. Put a little glue on the back of them. And now we're just going to stick them all over our bouquet. So I like to mix it up and stick some on the short pieces and some on the tall pieces. So I am just going to go cover my bouquet with flowers. Might even have to go cut out a few more. Stay tuned. So I went ahead and I cut out a few more flowers and I glued them onto my bouquet. So now my bouquet is technically done, but I am going to add one finishing touch, which is going to be a bow at the bottom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of construction paper. I'm just using some leftover pink from the flowers. I'm going to fold it in half. Let's move this out of the way. Then I am going to draw 2 lines. Can you see that? Let's get a marker so you can see. 2 lines. Oh, that marker's dead. Around 3, 2 lines. Then I'm going to do a slight curve, kind of like it's going to look like a leaf. And then just 2 more lines right at the top, just like that. So it's kind of like a football with those 2 flat edges. I'm going to cut that out. And this is going to be our template for our bow. So I'm going to open that up. And I'm going to put a little glue on both of those little edges that are sticking out. I need a new glue. Little glue there, a little glue there. And now I'm just gonna fold those into the middle. So push that side down. I'm gonna hold it in place for a second to make sure it's stuck. And then I'm gonna take this side and fold that into the middle, hold it down so it's stuck. And now we have this adorable little paper bow. I'm gonna swap it out for one that I made that doesn't have marker on it, but it's the exact same thing. And then I just cut in the same color another skinny strip of construction paper. I'm gonna put some glue along the edge. Now I'm going to take my bouquet and I'm just going to wrap this little ribbon all the way around. Mine is going to overlap a little, but that's okay because that's where I'm going to put my bow. So I'm just going to hold that in place for a second. Put that down, get my bow, put a little glue on the back of my bow. And now I'm going to take my bow and just stick it right down on that ribbon. Hold it in place for a second. Now it's connected, and now we have a beautiful bouquet of flowers for Mother's Day or just any regular day to brighten up your room.